Peace be to you all. Assalamu alaikum. Omar here. I'm going to talk to you guys very briefly about fake PAs in the news. So there's another fake PA. I just read about this yesterday. His name was Daniel Wright. It's a 31-year-old gentleman in Liberia. He had acquired practical knowledge from working with a doctor, and he had some fake paperwork, and he was going around a healthcare facility introducing himself to patients as a physician assistant or physician associate, as it's now commonly known. But now he's obviously been caught. This reminds me of a case of a young man named Matthew Scheitz, I think his name was, many years ago. That guy was a teenager at the time. But this guy, Daniel Wright, is a 31-year-old man, so he's old enough to know better. There's many reasons why people fake being a healthcare provider, in particular something like a doctor or a PA, because there's a certain amount of prestige with it. You get to wear the long white coat and the stethoscope, just like on TV. So it may confer some degree of pride upon the perpetrator, and they'll get to be in a position of authority. And they may even get paid, assuming that they're getting paid under the guise of being a PA, even though they're a fake PA. It pays better than average, no matter what country you're in. So I don't know what the average Liberian PA makes, but in the U.S., the average PA makes about $115,000 a year, which is a couple of times, at least 2 or 3 times above the average salary, which I think is about $45,000 per year. So that's a cautionary tale. You want to try to avoid doing that for those of you all who are considering careers in medicine, in particular PAs. PAs are often under the radar. The doctors obviously get a lot more of the, I guess you could call the so-called glory. They've earned it much more so. They've done more extensive training than we have. But for those people who would consider faking it as a PA, understand that you will absolutely get caught eventually. Even if you become a PA, you've got to be careful about keeping up with your paperwork. For me, I've got to recertify this year. My certification, or my license rather, runs out at the end of this year. This is 2022. My medical license expires December 31st. So I've got to make sure I've got all of my continuing medical education credits in. I've got to make sure that any paperwork that I have is legitimate. Otherwise, I can have my license not renewed, or once it gets renewed, I can even have it taken away. You can do serious jail time if you try to be a fake PA. It's a felony conviction. So try to avoid that. It's nothing you have to do. To become a PA, it's easier than becoming a doctor. That's the fact or I should say, it's a shorter route. It's 4 years undergraduate. You take your GREs and fill out your CASPA forms and all that good stuff. Get your shadowing hours together, your direct patient contact hours, and apply to PA school, get in, and it's only 2 years. So that's pretty good to make pretty good money and do good for your family and your community. So there's no need to fake it as a PA. If you don't get in the first time or even the second time, apply a third time. Keep trying until you finally get in. But don't fake it. Don't. I met a young man at a clinic many years ago who was walking around with a badge that said physician assistant on it. And I asked him, I said, "Oh, where'd you go to PA school?" He said, I didn't go to PA school. So you can't have a badge that says you're a physician assistant. He says, "Oh, well, I'm assisting the physician, so therefore, this doctor had given it to him, So, well, the doctor just said, just wear this because you're assisting me, so that makes you the physician assistant. You can't do that. It's illegal. And I think this is many years ago, so I think I threatened to report the guy. So he got rid of the badge. But it really ticked me off because I worked extremely hard to get into PA school and get through it. It's an absolute miracle that I'm a PA today. I've been a PA since 2000. But just be careful. Don't do anything that looks suspect, or as my kids say, sus. Just go through the legitimate route and become a PA. It's a great career. It's been touted as the #1 career in the U.S. by U.S. News and World Report. And you can do it. There's no need to fake it. All right. If you guys are interested in becoming a PA, you can certainly reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information in the description. And I look forward to meeting those of you guys that want to become PAs. Wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Peace.